Okay, so today is March 10th. It's 8:34 at night. And I was speaking to somebody and we were talking about the album Neptune, and how I'm nervous for you guys to hear it, because it's the sounds you're gonna hear are not, I think, what anyone would have expected. And I don't think people understand the messaging and the layers behind the album, because I didn't feel like anybody understood the messages or layers behind the EP, because people didn't even understand what the title of the EP was. So I am here today to break down this EP. I used to think about doing it in a way where it was just like, really creative and like doing like a little something similar to what I did for the mixtape, where we broke down each song and the whole project. But fuck that. I'm just gonna tell y'all exactly what the EP is about, the messaging, and why I chose certain things. So okay, the EP is called Anaomi. It is Greek for waiting. The project is a transitional project, and transitional on levels deeper than just like me transitioning. And it was like just transition of life and music and sounds, because it was a complete different like feel and vibe and sound than what my mixtape was given, which was more of a pop driven product. And this one was more R&B. And so I wanted it to really talk about my issue with not having patience and not knowing how to wait, and what happens when I'm not being patient, and what happens in the midst of the transitions happening within myself and within my life and everyone who's in it. So of course I talked about a lot of things that was going on with relationships, which was the sole foundation of like how it's affecting who I deal with. And it's so interesting because like I put in the first song, was it Love Lost, or Lost Love, whichever one, however I titled it, and I say, I was like, I'm here tonight searching for the right, chasing time, something, can't unwind. I took the steps, hoping for the best. I must unwind, I can't decline. That's what it is. Wait for the wisest of all counselors, time. And then I'm saying Anaomi. And I say it like 3 or 4 times, and if like we're like waiting. When in retrospect I'm saying waiting. But then we get to towards the end of the project, to the song Patience, and I'm like, I lack patience. Like and I'm admitting like, fuck it, I lack patience. And it's coming after talking about holding myself accountable and how I handled my relationships and people I was dealing with. Like, it's so fucking layered. Like, like everybody doesn't, I don't know if folks got it. But yeah, like Patience explaining like, I was running around trying to find the diamond in the rough, and then I was giving my body to niggas that weren't shit. Those niggas that were rocks. I was giving them pussy and giving them ass, and they wasn't shit. Like, they didn't really deserve it. And I was giving it to them, hoping I would like find something pure. And oh, my itch. Yes, I know the coronavirus. I just came from the bathroom and I washed my hands, so don't check me. And like they just, I wanted people to just understand that. And then having those recordings of my mother at the beginning, telling me about when it comes to dealing with men and having them in your life, and my grandmother at the end, after like, what is it, Insecure, I loved her as the closer because I wanted to showcase, it reminds me of like, it's gonna be okay. Like, this is a big step, this is a big transition, granted I was using my surgery per se, but like, it's gonna be okay. Like, just like she said, just keep God in front of you and everything's gonna be all right. And that's what I tried to do. That's what I try to do consistently. So now I'm in this position in my life where I could just be like, whatever, I guess. Try to make better decisions, but I'm not perfect and I fuck up still. And sometimes I don't learn my lessons when I should. Which is so funny because I make that direct line in, what's this? Are you coming back here, Roman? Nope, gotta come back. So, it is March 11th. It's a continuation of the video from the other day. I'm just gonna put them together, as you can see, because my hair is different. Well, it's still a bun, but whatever. My goals, looks like it's kind of blurry, whatever. But, yeah, I made a reference to that line, in Respect, where I say, like, something around the nature of, like, lessons I should have known by now, should finally hit home. And, sometimes, for me as an individual, I learn lessons best through, I try to learn lessons through other people and not have to physically go through the situation to learn a lesson. But when I do go through the lesson myself or physically, then it's like, all right, bitch, now it should hit home. Like, you already had an idea of what this was possibly going to feel like. Now you know how it feels. It should fucking hit home. Yeah, I feel crazy today, honestly. I feel like it wasn't a bad day. I'm like dealing with my period, so I'm like, but yeah, I really wanted people to really understand that AP, even to like the symbolisms in the videos, and it's not even all the videos, it's even some more that are like coming up, that are going to close out the project, just to pay attention to the symbolism and the messages that I'm putting in them, especially because a lot of it is gearing you up for the album. And I just made some cuts again with this album because I felt like it was too long. It was like 18 or 19 songs, and I'm like, oh, folks don't have the patience to listen to an album like that. I do as an individual, but I know most don't. So it was really hard trying to cut it down and like hoping that the songs I chose were like the best ones to choose. I'm still a little weird about it, because there's certain tracks that I'm just like, I think I had to hear how we do when we record it to really fill out if like I really made the best choice with it. But it's not gonna, of course it's gonna be an R&B album, but it's not gonna be an R&B album of which you would be accustomed to hearing or used to hearing, or whatever the case is. You're gonna hear different sounds. You're gonna feel different things out of me. You're gonna hear lyrics out of me that you're gonna probably be taken back by or be surprised by. So, I'm doing what I gotta do to make this happen, to make this work. I don't even think I know what else to say or add to this video. Neptune, I'll say this at least, Neptune is going to really be about the after. Like, it's the end. It was like, this is the end. Not of like music and me per se, but end of the transitioning that was happening. Like, I'm coming to solace of putting who I am as a person, who I am as a woman, and all that stuff. I'm putting it together for myself now. So it's like reaching that end and pivotal point. And I really talk about that in a song about time. But I want to showcase, like, this is what happens when you aren't, when I wasn't being patient with myself, and I wasn't being 100% honest with myself, and I wasn't allowing myself to grow or heal because I just wanted to move on to the next thing and keep it on push or whatever the case is. And how sometimes you get caught up in another whole situation that is exactly like the last one, and you just don't even realize it because you're so swept up in it, and how it affects you and things of that nature. And there's some great, from some of the stuff that we've already been working on, there's definitely some bops. Definitely some bops on there. There's one that I'm pretty sure is going to be the first single that I think you guys are going to love. You're going to like be so surprised at it, as well as like the content of it. I'm not going to say what it is, but I think you guys are going to enjoy it and you're going to love it. And it's going to be a record that you're just going to be like, wow, go girl, speak your truth. But yeah, I think now we're done. I'm sorry that this particular video set is like 2 different days. My job got in the way, and that night I dealt with a client that I had to deal with for like the next like hour and a half to do so of conversation. So I didn't even have the energy to get back on here and talk anymore. But yeah, I see you guys next video. Okay, so for today, on March the 11th, I'm starting to realize this album is giving me a lot of anxiety. Excuse me, because of the sounds and the content of it. And it feels like every project I'm digging deeper and deeper into myself, what I'm experiencing, and ultimately my past. And it's getting really, 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 really scary. I promised myself that after this album, whatever I do next has to be fun, has to be lighthearted, has to be like a breather, because I need that. I really need that. I need some fun in my life, because things have been so heavy, even starting from the mixtape, even though the mixtape may not have sonically sounded like I said the songs were. And I don't even know what else to say. I'm just like, I need something support, something to make me feel a little bit better, because I'm so nervous. And my anxiety, when I tell you it's on like 20,000, it really is. And I don't know how to deal with it, because I'm just like in my mind, I'm like, oh my God. Ugh. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of rambling. I'm trying to follow my heart. I'm trying to trust my ear. I'm trying to trust my lyricism. I'm trying to trust myself. Because this shit is not easy. But I'm trying. I am trying.